It's mid-April. You've just skied down from 3 peaks over 3,000 meters in Sölden, Austria, enjoying a deep, stable snowpack under a blue sky. Après includes beers and shots at the Electric Mountain Festival main stage, which is hosting the biggest names in EDM. Back in the US, the ski season ended in March. This isn't luck. This is what happens when you understand how European ski season length works and why high-altitude ski resorts in Europe hold snow longer, more reliably, and more consistently than their North American counterparts. Stay with me. I'm going to show you the data, and I'm going to show you where to go. I want to start with a number, not my number, Vail Resorts' number. In January 2026, Vail Resorts CEO Rob Katz told investors that the Rocky Mountain region had received 60% less snow than the 30-year average. In December alone, his company was able to open just 11% of all terrain it owns across Colorado. Vail Mountain, Breckenridge, Beaver Creek, Keystone, Telluride, and Crested Butte. 11%. He called it one of the worst early season snowfalls in the western U.S. in over 30 years. Skier visits fell 20%, ski school revenue fell 15%, and dining revenue fell 16%. Now, was this a once-in-a-generation anomaly? Just a La Niña event? Maybe. But here's what I want you to hold on to. While Vail was reporting those numbers to shareholders, Lech am Arlberg was open and skiing on a deep bed of natural snow. Alta Badia's Sella Ronda circuit ran all season uninterrupted. Sölden opened on time in October, hosted the World Cup, and hosted its end-of-season Electric Mountain Festival from 13 to 18 April with plenty of snow. Same planet, same winter, very different result. And the reason is not simply weather luck. The reason is structural. Let me explain the structural case, starting with the most important variable, elevation. We Americans tend to overestimate the altitude of Rocky Mountain ski resorts. Vail's base sits at 2,457 meters, about 8,000 feet. Park City's base is still lower, at roughly 2,100 meters. These are higher base village altitudes than in the Alps. But the Alps have a markedly different climate. In the Alps, you find glaciers at 3,000 meters, that's 9,800 feet. Villages like Lech am Arlberg, my primary terrain in Austria, sits at 1,450 meters at the village, but the lifts access terrain above 2,800 meters. Ischgl and Sölden both begin their seasons in October because their glacier circuits genuinely support it. Tignes operates at over 3,400 meters, and the Klein Matterhorn in Zermatt reaches 3,883 meters, the highest lift-served skiing in the Alps, and it runs year-round. The elevation profile is critical for guaranteeing snow. The high-altitude resorts continue operating even in low snow event years. That's why asking whether Austria always has good snow is often the wrong question. A better question is, at what altitude does your resort hold snow, and how much does it sit above the rain-snow line? The Alps tend to win this argument because there are so many options for high-elevation skiing. Elevation is the first variable. Infrastructure is the second. And this is where I push back on a perception I encounter regularly among my fellow North American skiers. There's a perception that European resorts are somehow more old-fashioned, less technically sophisticated, less invested in the guest experience than their American counterparts. This is wrong in every dimension that matters. The Dolomiti Superski area, which links Alta Badia, Val Gardena, and 10 other valleys across the Italian Dolomites, enjoys snowmaking infrastructure across more than 1,000 kilometers of connected pistes. That's thousands of fixed and portable snow cannons and hundreds of snowcats that groom every inch of every piste every night. When natural snowfall is below average, that infrastructure operates at scale to keep almost everything open. The slopes you paid to ski are covered. The lifts run. You smile. That is not an accident of geography. European ski resorts have invested heavily in snowmaking technology. Companies like Italy's Alpine and Demalclenco have pioneered technical snow cannon systems that operate at above freezing temperatures. European manufacturers have invested more heavily in precision grooming. Germany's Pistenbully and Italy's Prinoth dominate the snowcat market with advanced features like LiDAR-based snow depth mapping. Finally, Europeans are leading the charge for smart slopes, which integrate sensors across entire mountain ranges to automate snow production, reducing water and energy waste by up to 25%. The result is more skiing, even in warmer and low precipitation seasons. Do you love to eat well? Do you want to drink better? Are you planning a trip to Europe but want some expert advice? Sounds like you should speak to a ski som. Head over to eatdrinkfun.com/custom adventures and schedule yourself an appointment with me, a ski sommelier. Each year, I advise a maximum of 20 clients who wish to ski in Europe during the winter season. Maybe that's you. Sign up for a free consultation to see if we're a good fit. I hope to see you out there, eating well, drinking better, and having fun. European ski season length gives you more viable weeks to plan around than in North America. Sölden opens in October on glacier terrain. The Austrian Arlberg, Lech, Zurs, St. Anton, Warth, and Schröten run reliably through mid to late April in most years. Resorts around the Sella tend to close in early April, but higher altitude spots like the Marmolada are open into May. Similarly, Tignes and Val d'Isère in France operate into May. Compare that to Colorado, where a standard season runs December through early April, and where, as the 2025-26 season demonstrated, December through April is no longer guaranteed. Similarly, large sections of Park City remained unskiable for most of the season. For skiers planning trips around school holidays, work schedules, or group logistics, this matters enormously. A March week in the Alps, with longer days due to higher latitude, but still cold nights, and settled snowpack, this routinely delivers a better, more consistent ski experience. I've personally skied Lech in late April and March in conditions that were superior to what I've encountered in Vail and Beaver Creek in the high season. The point is, late season skiing in Europe is not a consolation prize. It's often the prize itself. So where specifically should you be looking? Let me give you the short list. For the Austrian Arlberg, Lech am Arlberg and Zurs are my primary terrain. The snowpack here benefits from Atlantic weather systems that track northeast, across the Alps, and deposit consistently above Lech's high-altitude bowl. Its north-south orientation in the valley creates a microclimate that just dumps. Additionally, because there are so many skilled off-piste skiers, the backcountry gets lots of visits, which actually hardens the snowpack and reduces avalanche risk. I've skied here for decades. Snow surety at this resort is as close to guaranteed as mountain weather allows. For the Italian Dolomites, Alta Badia, centered on Corvara, is the base I recommend for the Sella circuit. The terrain links into even higher elevations in Val Gardena and Araba, as well as the broader Dolomiti Superski network. With over 1,200 kilometers of connected pistes across 12 valleys, the terrain availability, even in a poor natural snow year, remains extraordinary. If you want to understand how to choose a base in the Dolomites, I've done a full breakdown. I'll link it below. For France, Tignes and Val d'Isère together form one of the most snow-reliable ski areas in the world. The glacier access extends the season at both ends and provides an insurance policy that no Colorado resort can match.
Do you like it? Oh, look at that.
For Switzerland, Zermatt's Matterhorn access makes it one of the most altitude-secured options in Europe. If snow surety is non-negotiable, then Zermatt delivers for you. And for those who want a broad terrain network in the Alps with great end-of-season parties for skiers, Ischgl and Sölden in the Austrian Tyrol are extraordinary. I founded Eat Drink Fun because I got tired of watching people spend significant money on ski trips and come back disappointed. Not because the Alps failed them, but because they didn't have the information they needed to maximize the experience. As a ski sommelier, my role is not just to find you the right accommodation and amenities, it's to understand what you actually want from a ski trip. The right terrain, the right ski school for the kids, a great private guide for you, the best on-mountain and village dining, the right local wines to pair with your meal. I build a customized guest itinerary around these specifics. I've skied across the Alps for over 4 decades. I know which Hüttes and refugios have the best wine cellars, and which offer homemade schnapps and Nonna's Bombardino. In short, I help you discover terrain, events, and Epicurean experiences that 90% of visitors never find. My custom adventure engagements are bespoke and capped at 20 per winter season. If you're planning a European ski trip, whether it's your first or your 15th, the link to book a consultation is in the description below. The Alps offer more consistent snow reliability than the Rockies. That is no longer just an opinion. It's what the data from the 2025-26 season shows. And it's what the facts of climate, altitude, and infrastructure have always indicated. If you've been committed in the past to Rocky Mountain resorts, and this season left you frustrated, consider this your permission slip to look east. One video I'd point you to next is my guide to choosing an optimal base for exploring the Dolomites, which covers Corvara, Selva, and San Cassiano. This video was produced by me, Chris Miller, founder of Eat, Drink, Fun, and your Ski Sommelier. If you want to go deeper, itinerary planning, resort selection, wine recommendations on the mountain, visit eatdrinkfun.com and book a consultation directly. Link is below. One thing that genuinely helps this channel reach the right audience, leave a comment. I'll take a like, I'll take a share, but a comment is the best. Tell me where you ski, what you thought, what you'd like to see next. The algorithm rewards it, and I read every one. Until next time, eat well, drink better, and have fun. Prost.